are big kicking it back here.
I'm always kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we are back with another pillow talk with Adam P and Amber D.
Yes, ma'am.
2 E's, not one, baby. And tonight we're going to talk about something that is perfect for every relationship, and it is the 5 languages of love.
And how fitting, because it's Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day, so I hope everybody had an amazing day. Hey, Carly! I hope everybody had an amazing day today. Carly, did you have a Valentine today? And I hope that if you didn't have a Valentine, you were able to give yourself all the self-love that you needed. Because Valentine's Day, I read, is the highest depression rate holiday of each year.
Really?
Yes. And that is because you feel lonely and you feel a sense of left out and like, oh, they got all this stuff and I really desire. You start to see what you don't have. What's up, Sam? So I hope that everybody had a Valentine today if they wanted one. And if they didn't want one, I hope that you filled yourself with love and light because you deserve it.
100%. 100%. So 5 love languages is always cool because of this. Here's what you gotta understand.
Where's the list?
When it comes to the 5, I know the 5 languages. You don't know them?
No, I know 4 of the 5.
All right, so 5 pop quiz. What are the 5 love languages?
Words of affirmation.
Yes.
Acts of service.
Yes.
Quality time.
Yes.
Physical touch.
Yes.
And gifts.
And gifts. That's 5, right? And why are the 5 love languages important?
Because you might be loving your person the way that you like to be loved, but if you're not loving them in their love language, they're not receiving that love and getting filled by the love that you're giving because it's not coming to them in the way that they're desiring it.
So basically, you could be speaking English, but they only understand Japanese.
And you got to be able to get on the same page with them.
Yeah, if you're saying hello, but I don't know hello from konnichiwa, then we can never communicate. Right, so you could be. We'll take one at a time. But what's the first one on the list?
This is my stories. I be here every day and say, "Hey, I love that. That is so funny." I'm about to get my blanket, but I love that, y'all.
Yeah. So again, the reason the 5 love languages are important. Again, you got to speak your person's language. If you're not speaking their language, then they won't. You could be saying "I love you" and expressing that love, but they ain't feeling the love.
Right.
And if they ain't feeling the love, it's not about like what you think, it's about how they feel. So if they ain't feeling, that means they're not receiving how you want to receive it. So what's the first one? Give me one. Top one.
We could do, well, it's not a top one, it's just the one. We can start with your love language. Let them know your love language. Carly says hers is physical touch. Happy birthday.
What birthday it is?
Somebody that just jumped on said, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh, what up, then?
I hope you were filled with love and lights.
Yeah, Valentine's Day birthday. That what's up, man.
That's really cool.
A bunch of love in your life. A bunch of love. So, my love language, Carly said physical touch is hers too?
Yep.
All right, so mine is physical touch as well, I believe. My wife said something different. I believe it's physical touch. And the majority of men I found out is they say physical touch too.
Right.
Now, physical touch is a bunch of different things. So I don't want to kind of get in the box of it, but so hand rubs and, foot rubs and whatever else may be.
Yep, Carly said she loves giving people hugs.
Yep, hugs. Like just touching another person makes that person feel loved. So if my love language is physical touch, how can you love me in that way? What are some ways you can love me?
Well, I can intentionally, when we're sitting by each other, I can intentionally, like, when we're watching a movie or something, I can just kind of, like, rub his hand.
Okay.
Or sometimes I'll, like, do a little head, little thing like this. Or grab his little beard.
Okay.
And he thinks that he defines physical touch as like one thing, and that's why I told him that's not his love language, because he never tells me. He just wants me to rub his hand. Like, I think this might actually be aggravating to him.
It's not.
So
I actually enjoy that too.
Do you?
Yeah. So again, you gotta know your love language though. To some people, that may annoy the SHI out of them.
It annoys me.
It would annoy them if somebody be touched on all the time. Like, man, just get off me, leave me alone, let me do my thing. All right, that's for real people, right? But for some people like me, if I'm not getting that physical affection, I might think you're not loving me for real.
And that's not true.
It's not, but it's how I feel.
And you're entitled to your feelings.
Exactly. So you have to know that's why love language is so important. So if you're dealing with somebody who you love physical touch and they hate physical touch, they're going to think you hate them. Because all the time you want to give them hugs, you want to be up, rub their back, and do all that. They don't want to do none of that stuff. So y'all communicating different. Not saying that person don't love you, you just communicating differently, 100%. All right, what's up?
I said, bro, I say this lady today, so I assume she saw this lady. She was on me, but I had to think about what you said. I can't rush into nothing because I don't want to hurt nobody. But man, I wanted to talk to her, but I was a little shy. Oh my God.
Nothing wrong with that. Keep working on yourself and that confidence to go up, 1,000%. And if it's for you, it'll circle back around to you too. I don't know where you was at, but you'll feel it. And you shouldn't have to come on. It should really come on you slick. So you're doing good, man. Just keep doing your thing.
It was something about you that attracted her. It was just like, ooh, I kind of like him. So keep doing what you're doing.
And guess what, Sam? The more you work on those things you talked about yesterday, the 6 pillars, your value will keep going up and the law of attraction will start working. Because you can only attract what you are. So the better you become, you will start attracting a bunch of that. And that's when you got the, plenty fish in the sea.
Don't go too crazy now.
Don't go crazy.
Don't go too crazy.
Stick with it, we'll pick the right one, Sam. 100%.
Okay, so the second language of love, I'm going to go with mine, and that is quality time. Y'all, I am a time person. I'm like, let's spend some time. If I feel like you too busy for me, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
If I feel like you don't just want to, and it sometimes can be mind-numbing time. Everything doesn't have to be like where you right up on me, because I'm not the physical type person. So we could sit here and really be kicking it.
Yep.
Reading books. We could be both reading a book, or we could both be watching TV, or you could be on your phone, whatever it is. I feel connected because you around me. I'm in your presence. I feel like I'm getting your time. And we talk all the time, so I don't really lack communication in our relationship. So
yeah. And according to Google, quality time is spending time with someone with no distractions. So if we beside each other and let's say we're just watching a TV show together, to her, that makes her feel good. That shows that I love her. So listen, here's an example, Sam. You say you're working 12 hours, like for my guy Sam. Working 12 hours, but if your person's a quality time person and she's not getting that time, she's not going to feel loved.
Right.
That's what my wife too. Like if I work all the time, 12, 13 hours a day, and not spending any time where I can be making a bunch of money. But if she's a quality time person, then she ain't gonna feel the love.
We've had those moments.
She would say, you don't love me. You working all the time. I don't feel love. I don't feel connected. I don't feel this. I don't feel that. Sound like a
Sound like a what?
Sounds familiar.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say something smart.
No, it sounds familiar. You say stuff like that.
I do. And quality time. So after reading it says somebody with no distractions. Yeah, if you have like 2 separate jobs and you out there like she go to work, you go to work, or you go to work and she hold that house, but y'all got to get out of town, then yes, distractionless time is probably the best for y'all because y'all already have so much time apart. When y'all are together, you need to put that stuff down. Because we are literally together 24/7 all day, every day, we communicate. I think we over communicate. So when we're just sitting by each other, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like even when he reading his book, I'll ask him, I'm like, you want me to, if I'm watching TV, I'm like, you want me to turn on TV or you want me to turn off the TV? Because I don't want him to get up and go into another room, just read his book. I'm like, nope, you ain't gotta be talking to me. You ain't gotta be paying attention to me. But the fact that you right here and I feel your presence, like I like the feel of your presence.
Yeah. And don't mistake quality time for quantity of time.
Yeah, no.
All right. So quality time is something we do something, no distraction. So if you do work a lot, 5 days a week, make sure on that 6th day or that 7th day we do something. Let's get out the house. Let's go, let's go on a weekend getaway somewhere real quick. Let's go to anything. Let's go hiking up the mountain.
Yeah.
Or whatever we can do because the quality time means something memorable. I remember it. So a lot of people think quantity means quality of time. That's not the case at all. Just because I'm around you all the time, but if we're both on our phones all day, I'm working, she working, then she still may feel like we ain't connected.
Right.
We could be right beside each other, but it still ain't hitting it.
Well, I appreciate all the time you put into me because I really like time.
100%.
The next one, you guys, is one that I swore for the longest was his love language. And when he be telling me it's not his love language to this day, I still kind of like, I don't know, kind of look at him a little sideways. Receiving gifts. I always thought that was his love language. So I'm not much of a gift person. Like, you can give me something and I'm appreciative. I'm gonna be like, oh, thank you. But that's not going to fill my heart with my heart's desires. That's not going to make me be like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Like, I can't believe they got me a gift. I'm just gonna be like, thank you. You really didn't have to. Like, I didn't really need this, but thank you.
Yeah.
But I used to think that his was gifts. So I would go, oh, it's fine. That's cool if you don't care. Somebody does, but I get that you don't. So I would go buy him gifts and stuff, and I felt like that would make his little heart smile. I feel like that made him happy. And he kept telling, one day he just woke up and was like, I don't, you blocked them? Thank you.
Quickly.
Thank you. I be blocking people too. Yeah, I'm a blocker. So if he wasn't going to, I would. You don't get to stay in here and talk crazy. He threw me off. Yeah, but I'll buy him gifts. And one day he came out and told me, was like, gifts isn't my love language. I was stunned. I was like, are you sure? And I kind of thought he was flexing a little bit.
I was not. Think about it. If receiving gifts was my love language, how often do you get me gifts?
Well, no, I used to always try to get you little gifts and stuff. I would try to go to like the little...
But yeah, now though, current
because
day.
you told me, but I really can't.
Yeah, and if that was my love language, I'd be out of this thing.
No, I would make you little stuff, or make you little macaroni necklace or something.
No, see, I get it. So that's really what it comes down to. Is that if I'm telling you something, you should listen to that. If your person's telling you something, not between me and her, because we already worked through this.
Yeah.
But if you ask your person, what's your love language? One, if they don't know, all right, cool. There are tests for that, right? Two, if they do know, then yeah, that they say my love language is receiving gifts, then buy them gifts, man. If their love language is quality time, then spend time with them. But listen to what they say, though. That's important. She thought mine was gifts.
I did.
I was like, oh, no, that ain't it. So, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, when you find that person, my dog Sam, make sure you know what their love language is. All right? What's your love language? Let's talk about it. And make sure you know yours. Right? And if you don't, there's quizzes online you can take. It'll let you know.
Because you're not. That's why.
What's wrong with you?
Hold on. Because you can't.
I got you. See what you're saying.
How did you do it?
Click on your name.
Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Remove, right? All right. I think we removed him, and I'm trying to block him.
Let the guy spam.
No, I don't like people like that. I don't like people like that. It's really rude. We don't allow negativity around here. Like, literally, we will kick them out.
Yeah, she'll block him quick.
I'm a blocker. That's what I do on social media. If you bring me negativity, I just block you. It don't really bother me. Sam said he's single.
He's single. But yeah, so 100%. So, number one, make sure you ask your person what's your love language, and make sure you know yours. And take the quiz and go from there. But that's the third one. What's the fourth love language?
We have acts of service.
What is acts of service?
Acts of service is defined as, I know what it is, but doing something for your partner that you know they would like. Examples including helping with chores, running errands, cooking a meal, etc. Yep.
So basically physically showing your person that I love you by doing things for them. Or that they would appreciate.
Yeah.
So if the garage is a mess, I go in there and clean the garage up for you. That's me showing you, hey, listen, I love you.
I love you.
Or if you got like the laundry to do and you got to cook and clean, I may say, hey, baby, you just focus on cooking and cleaning, and I'll fold the laundry.
So I believe if I had to, so they typically say that your love language is the person's love language of which they give you. So I think I said that right. Or I might have said it wrong. Okay, so if somebody is loving you in a certain way, typically that is their love language.
Yep.
Because they're loving you how they desire to be loved. I think my dad's love language is probably acts of service, because he's always doing stuff for people. I mean, literally always. That's and so he'll volunteer to do that stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And I think that's probably because acts of service for him would be my mom calling and saying, hey, I want to come pick up the sticks for you in your yards today. Come scoop me up.
And he would love that.
That probably would make his day. He's probably an acts of service type person.
You had a whole discovery on here.
That's wild.
You gotta tell your daddy that.
I gotta tell my mama too.
All right, that makes sense though. So that's acts of service though. So again, knowing this is important because once you know it, you can use it. But you gotta ask the person the right questions.
Right.
You gotta communicate. You gotta talk through these things because again, I could be, doing all these acts of service and you like my thing is quality time. So every time we get around you go run and do the dishes. Like I don't like you doing that.
Right.
But you gotta know your person. That's the whole premise of this conversation. Know your person so you guys are constantly communicating the right way. That's big for me. What we got in the chat?
He said acts of service fire.
Sam, acts of service.
And then the public want to talk.
What's your love language, Sam? Acts of service?
Yeah, talk to us.
Do stuff for Sam look like. Or you like doing love acts of service? I guess it's a good question.
He said the public want to talk, y'all. The public want to talk, y'all.
Sam will elaborate. Sam had a problem elaborating chat.
Yeah,
Chat. Yeah, I want to know people's love languages for real though. Let me know what your love language is. And if you ever heard this love language before, if you ever researched it before, what's popping? All right, what's the last one?
And the last one is words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
So telling somebody that, hey, like, you're doing great. Oh, wow. I see you lost, if they say I lost a pound, oh, wow. I see that you've been eating them salads. Great job. Or I see that you've been keeping your hair, like, really done for the last, I see you.
Yeah.
Or, you've been working really hard on your business. I just want to commend you. And that's going to fuel people. Sometimes they like to be praised.
People do like to be praised. People who like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody likes praise to a certain degree, but some people, that's just like, if you ain't hyping them up, then you don't love me.
And words of affirmation could be verbal or it could be written. So you can write somebody a note. Tell them how great they're doing. Right? If that's their love language. Everybody, again, this love language thing is always fluid because you got to talk to the person, individual, as a whole at the end of the day.
But a lot of times they don't know. People don't really know their love language. They hear, unless they need to read the book, they need to take the test. And if you haven't read the book or you haven't taken the test, you need to, do so as well. Because I know a lot of people who will just throw out a love language because it sounds good to them, but they've never even been able to identify it. And then when you start reading the other ones, they're like, hold on, I kind of like that love language. Or, oh, I kind of resonate with that. My mama thinks she got like 3 love languages. I be telling her, no, girl, you got to have a top one. Like, not saying you can't have 3, but you got to have a top one. It's one that you really lean into.
Yeah.
So make sure that you're taking the test and you're figuring out, like, how do I need somebody to love me? Because they can't ever love you properly if you don't give them the tools and the skills able to do so. And Sam said, look, I have 4 kids. They are 4, 7, 11, and 14.
Okay.
I'm all sad, but not sad because y'all here. But I usually get my girls things today, and it was crazy today because my heart isn't like theirs it was. So he usually gets his kids something today.
Yep, sound like it.
And he wasn't able to do that today because...
Is that because of your girl? When did you and your girl split, Sam? Is that like recently? Is it like a new wound or it's an old wound?
I thought he told us it was before.
And I'm assuming she got custody of the kids. Or do you got share custody? I got a lot of questions, Sam.
Yes, Sam, you gotta break it down for us. We're invested, just like you invested. We invested
last year.
Okay, so that's still kind of fresh.
It's very fresh. It's very fresh. So did she not let you get them gifts, or did they move away so you couldn't get them gifts? What happened this year that you couldn't get them gifts this year? Good for you, bro.
That's amazing.
Somebody working on yourself.
You been working on yourself. See, you ain't tell us that yesterday. You didn't let us know that yesterday when he was giving you all them pillars. You should have started with that. I already been working on myself. I'm already doing my big one.
Yeah, bro. That's good stuff, man. I can only imagine something for that. I could do it.
Could you?
Yeah, I could do if I had to. If you like doubt or something.
Oh boy.
100%. I don't bet miss no woman.
Yeah, you can't see the little smirk on his face right now. He got a little smirk.
No.
He don't even believe it.
No, I truly believe now that once you do, it's such a connection from both people. And I don't want to be giving myself out to all people like that. It takes so much time and energy. Yeah, it's a whole thing. That's I really find that the next right person if you were to pass away. But you ain't going nowhere.
Oh, God gonna deliver me.
But 11 months celibate, boy, you give me some tips on that. You got a story about that, boy. God bless you.
You want to do 11 months celibate?
It's about money, bro. Makes sense. So you saying that women distract you, and you trying to get in your bag right now, so you ain't got time for no woman. I understand that 100%. That's exactly how it be too. It'd be all money focused for me.
But don't let too much time pass where you were so focused on the money. It is a cool part in your life that if you have the opportunity, you should strictly focus on the business and betterment of yourself.
Yep.
So focus on your career goals, focus on your personality, focus on whatever physical traits that you desire to have. You should be able to do that, especially when something happened to you, like when you split, you get a fresh do-over. But don't let too much time pass by where you become so content with being with yourself, you almost make yourself unlovable to other people, because then you start to realize, well, I've been doing this on my own for so long, I don't need anybody. Because partnership and companionship, you do need that. It's something that could give you a better quality of life with the right person.
Okay, Sam, give us some more detail.
Okay.
So, Sam, question: are these your biological kids, or were they her kids? You guys kind of linked up, and you adopted those kids as your own type of deal, and y'all split. It was like over with.
What? My kids think I left, but if the hearts don't connect, there is no love. I can't be around people who don't love me. She got a whole nother man I can't be around, that I might go crazy.
I understand that with the woman. So that's what I'm asking. Are the kids like your biological kids, or were they her kids and you kind of adopted them, or like is it split down the middle? That's a good question too. Sam gives a good information.
So I walked out the fresh do-over. It's me starting from the ground up. My kids stay with mine. So they are your kids.
Yes. Oh wow.
No, you can't just walk away like that, Sam. You got to build that connection, because you the father and these kids are still young. Now, if these kids were 30, 40, 50 years old, no, it is not your right and your duty to go make something if they just don't want to have a connection with you. But at the ages that you're saying, your presence is very important, and you can't allow another man to almost push you out of a picture of something that you created, because that's your DNA. These people need to know you, and they need to be able to create some kind of bond with you. Even if it's not ever the strongest, they need to know that you were trying, you were there, you were present, and you always had the desire to love them. You did love them, and you always wanted to be in the picture as best you could.
Factual. And even if you don't communicate with the wife or your ex-wife or your ex-girl, I don't know if you were married to her or not, but even if you don't communicate with her, because I probably wouldn't communicate with, like, if that was my situation, I don't see me and the person talking that much, but I'll still talk to my kid. Your kids are old enough now. One's 14, right?
Yeah.
4 what?
We got 4, 7,
oh, yeah.
11, and 14.
Me and the teenager got to talk. And she going to communicate to everybody else for me. The 14, the 11, the 7, the 4. Like, I got to talk to one of them, at least a couple of them. Like, round robin on the phone.
But if I stay, I can't grow. What you mean?
Stay well. You got to stay. Nobody saying you stay with that girl.
No, this has nothing to do with the girl. This has everything to do with your kid.
Well, are you from a small town? Where you from, Sam? You from a small town or something? Everybody know everybody type of deal?
But even if they do, that's his kids.
Town could be so small with Sam, though. I'm assuming Sam even in a small town, maybe. And it's like, if I drive down the street, I got to see Buddy, and I got to see my old lady, and I got to see them together, and that might fuel him to do some off-the-wall stuff. And if that's the case, then you got to protect your peace, too. Right? If he sees this woman or this man may trigger him, he say he go crazy if he seen him. Right?
I love her, but I have to teach myself not to love her. Love is crazy. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of them situations where you try to protect his peace. And he's still trying to grow at the same time.
But at the expense of the kids?
It depends on how much time Sam needs. Sam doing the work right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inkster. That's what they write?
Yeah, in Inkster, Michigan. How many people live in Inkster, Michigan?
Let me Google it. Don't worry, I can Google it, Sam.
I'm pretty sure it's about 20,000 or less.
Why do you think that Inkster, Michigan
Bit.
population? 25,000.
25,000. I was on it, boy.
Look
I was
at
on
you.
it. So it ain't too big. So, you know, I get it, Sam. Do your thing. But do you have a, Sam, I got a question for you, Sam. Do you have a plan, like, eventually to get back around your kids? That's all I want to know. That's me, another question for me, Sam. Other than that, because, again, high value man, you got to, you know, work on yourself. We talked about that. But also, you got to know, hey, I got these 4 kids, and I got to make sure that I don't care if I got to pick them up and take them on a weekend trip out of Inkster, Michigan. Like, I swerve by, they get in the truck, and we going to Detroit for the weekend. I don't know. Like, we're gonna head somewhere for the weekend just to know I'm their dad. I'm feeling like I still love them. Just once a month. Not every single day. So, I just want to make sure, like, in the past 11 months, you haven't seen your kids. Hey, I don't know. I want you to be there for your kids. And again, have a presence there. You ain't got to be there every single day. Because I grew up with no dad in the house. 100%. Like, no dad, mama fell out, whatever the case may be. But I still would enjoy the presence of my dad, even on like a monthly basis, every other month, something.
Or just a phone call. I think you would have appreciated to make sure that the contact of a phone call. I call, just make sure you're good. You need anything, and I don't got to send to you at 14. If the parent, if you don't want to talk to her, get your baby a Cash App card. And hey, baby, you need some? You all right? Let me buy you some food. Let me buy you and my other kids, whatever, you know their name. Let me get y'all some food today. I'm going to send you some money on the Cash App card. Or I'm going to DoorDash some food to the house for you. You could tell your mama. You ain't got to tell your mama. Tell your mama I got y'all food tonight. Nah, not them two, but your babies.
That's it.
Or little stuff. And kids appreciate that. Like, dang, my daddy would think about me. You know, he da-da-da-da. And it does take time. I don't know what I would do if I had to experience what you experienced. So I'm not giving you advice on how to get over that, because that's just going to be a time thing. But as far as them kids should not be punished for their mother's mistakes to you. Even if it's a little hurtful, just overcome it for the kids and just leave the mama out of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sam got to work through some stuff.
Yeah.
It's messy. But Sam, I believe you can do it. I believe you pray hard enough and get in that Bible for real, your confidence will come back up. Right? Because you had those kids out of love at one point in time. And don't punish the kids for what your old lady did. That's what I'll say. Again, just have quality time. It ain't about quantity. I know, again, if it ain't the right time, do that. But I would tell you this, man. Like, living in the past is no way to live. Right? Looking in the rearview mirror, what happened to me last year or 2 years ago and the way it made me feel, that's the wrong. You can't move forward if you're constantly looking backwards, dude. Like, look through the rearview, look through the windshield. I'm going forward. Right? I can't, what happened. I don't deal with you no more because of what happened, but I got these kids though. I got 4 of them. That's a lot of kids. And you said these girls, right? All them kids, girls.
They need their pappy.
I ain't judging you, Sam, but I'm gonna coach you. If you allow me to, I'll coach. I got coaching experience. I work with some of the best coaches in the world the past couple of years.
You want to do a little subtle flex?
No, I ain't flexing. It's just reality of the situation that a dad is so important to kids. Like, to have a presence in the life. You ain't gotta be there all the time. I know you see the kids, you see the mama. I get it. That's gonna be the case, right? But we gonna work through it though. This ain't beat up Sam session.
No, we're not beating him up. We're just talking to him.
I love Sam.
Yeah, hopefully, Sam, you do not feel attacked or beat down in any kind of way, because we've been talking for the last few days. So I feel like we know each other now. So we just talking to you.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I get it, Sam. It takes time though. It takes time. Keep doing your self healing. Keep working on yourself. The 6 pillars we talked about. Keep staying in your bag. Work on that physique. Get right. You know what I'm saying? Raise that attraction factor. Get around the right people. Number 1. And go from there. Stay prayed up. Get reading them books. You're going to be all right, Sam. I believe 100%. 1,000%.
So I'm curious, for the people who are on here, 2 boys, 2 girls.
Okay. Oh,
for the people who are on here, like, do y'all believe in Valentine's Day? Like, bringing it back to where we don't have to. I don't want Sam leaving this. No. We don't want to do that. I don't want you leaving here feeling, beat down or in your feelings in a bad type of way. I want you leaving here filled with love and like, oh, I had fun today. I had a good conversation today, and leaving here, smiling or whatever. So bring it back around. Do y'all believe in Valentine's Day? Why or why not?
But before we go there, I ain't done with Sam yet.
Leave Sam alone.
Because Sam said something.
Oh my God.
Sam said something stuck in my mind. Sam said the kids think he just left them. That's what Sam said. Sam says 4 kids think and believe that he was the one that left them. So that's the narrative in these kids' mind right now.
Yes.
No, Sam. We gotta put the story right. Now, not saying nobody's right or wrong, but having a conversation with your kids, especially your oldest kids, because they understand. Like, I got a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And if I just left, and I don't care what the mama say, why I left, they're gonna hear from me why I left. We weren't on the same page, we lost connection, we fell in love. Like, they understand that. A teenager, they understand, bro. Especially the boys. Oh yeah, 100% Sam.
And he is.
What'd he say?
He said he'd be here at 7 o'clock sharp. He said, no, I like y'all. I'll be here soon.
No, for real though, Sam. Real guy to real guy. That's what I'm gonna say. Like 100%. If that's a narrative in those kids' mind, they go into bed thinking, they get older thinking, they start resenting you, and you gotta come back in 5 years down the road and say, no, that wasn't the case. Let me tell you the real story now. They might not want to hear that real story now. They probably went through some stuff. They could have used their daddy, had asked some questions. He wasn't there. They felt abandoned. You don't know how they feel. So have that conversation, bro. 100%. Back to your question.
Child, my question have been left and gone.
Do y'all believe in Valentine's Day?
Mine done left and gone.
Do you believe in Valentine's Day?
He talking to you, child.
What's Sam talking about? But tell him, do you believe in Valentine's Day? Do you believe in
No,
Valentine's Day?
don't talk to Sam because you done circled it back around to Sam. I told you we going to get Sam a break. I was going to let Sam breathe. I want to Sam to smile.
Yeah.
Now he got to think about it.
He said his mom never told him she was a cheater.
Well, that ain't...
So guess who would tell her she was a cheater?
No.
I would.
See, you're...
That's people's problem, Sam. Listen, people want to shelter their kids from... Kids are little people. Kids are little grown-ups. I wouldn't tell the 4-year-old that because I don't think that's important. But the 14, 11, and I would definitely 14, 11, they'll hear the story. You think AJ, our son, will want to know the real story?
I think that if them kids live with their mama and they around their mama all day, it don't matter what you tell them about their mama. It's not going to change the difference of what the person that they live with every single day. So I think as far as the person who has not been in the house and who has had to leave based on the scenario, that it's not important. Me and your mom didn't work out. That can be a conversation for a later date once we build that connection back up. But right now, we don't have a connection. We've lost our connection along the way because it's been a year. We've been all trying to figure it out. She got this new man. You're probably telling them kids whatever, God knows what. So at this point, I'm not worried about proving your mama right or proving your mama wrong. I'm not worried about if you know what the true story is. I'm worried about being in this household as much as I can, taking care of my kids. So I'm not necessarily I just want to see my kids. I just want to talk to my kids. I don't care for your mama. Your mama could be painted as an angel. She could be painted as the demon. I don't care what your mama's painted as. I want you to know as your daddy, but I'm here. So I don't think the story of what happened is important right now. Is building the connection back. I want to be here. Now later on when they get that connection back,
Yeah, maybe you don't come out the gate saying that. Saying she just checked me too. You seen that? She checked me real good.
Cause I'm like, what are you doing?
On me.
I know that snap. I'm sorry, y'all. This sometimes I gotta get my husband. I gotta make sure he understand what I'm saying.
But again, I would still have a presence though. Like you said, build a connection back up first, and then have that conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe don't leave with that conversation. Like you said, her words are beautiful. Watch this replay, what she said. I think that's a great way to say it, Sam.
I'm just thinking about if my daddy would have came to me and told me that my mama had done something after I was living with my mom and stuff.
And she told you something else about your dad.
Yeah, like at this point, number one, now I'm confused. I don't know what to believe. And because I'm with my mama every day, that just makes me almost have to pick a side. I don't want to have to pick a side. I just want to be able to love y'all and coexist equally. So we ain't got to talk about niggas stuff. Y'all not together no more.
We talked about it. Yeah, we did say it. We ain't looking in the past.
Right.
So just having that conversation and saying we didn't work out, we grew apart, yada, yada, yada. You know the real story.
No, when no kids grown, they going to ask you. The kids, at some point, they're going to ask you, what happened with you and my mama for real? And that's when y'all have already built a connection. And you could be like, da, 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 da. You know, if you decide in that moment that it's important and you like, okay, well, I do want them to know because me and my kids are like best friends now. We don't really like, we really rocking. Then, yeah. I mean, you don't have to lie to them when they ask you, but typically that's not the first question the kid asks.
Yeah.
They're just happy to see you.
Yeah, and as long as you take ownership too, Sam, that's a big part too, though. When that question, because the conversation come up as soon as you connect, your teenager say, what happened? As long as you take accountability for what happened, it's gonna be hard to do that. But you gotta say it's something I was doing that led her to do XYZ. If that's the hardest thing in the world to do, for somebody to take accountability and say, hey, listen, it was my fault. Maybe I was on the road too much. I ain't communicate enough. XYZ. That'd be the hardest conversation to have. And people hate accountability. Like people hate like saying I was the one at fault. But once you do that, you give yourself the power. Because when you blame other people, you give them the power. Like you blame your old lady for doing what she did, you giving her all the power. But if you say, hey, listen, it was my fault because of this, and this, now you have the power and you control the narrative. So that's what I say too. When the conversations do happen, take accountability. Whatever you did, whatever you think you did, whatever could have led her to that, just say that.
And we are not telling you to go this conversation, because Sam said I can't go back once it's there. We do not want you to go back to mama. We don't. Now, if you chose to go back to mama, that's your business. I'm not on here trying to ruin nothing. Whatever you want to do, you want to do.
Amen.
But we are not telling you to go back to the mama. We telling you to go back, not to the house. We're telling you to become back involved with the kids. And like I said, that's a phone. Most kids at 14 got a phone. Shoot, 100%. Most kids over 10 got a phone. Some of them be 7, 8. So just do what you can do for now. Just be intentional.
Yeah, control what you can control.
About those moments.
The message is control what you can control. So that's it. As long as you're doing that, man, you're going in the right direction. You're being a stand-up guy, in my opinion, if you control what you can control.
To be honest, my kids make me sad because we don't want to be with a family. But, hey, this life, it wasn't supposed to be easy. You're going to get it figured out. I'm going to pray for you, Sam, and I know for sure you'll get it figured out. But I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to put you in my prayers, and I'm going to make sure that everything God gives you the information and a plan to be able to move through your journey as seamlessly as possible, even though it will be problems that arise. He's going to give you everything that you need to get you where you're supposed to be.
He will give you the wisdom and the discernment to say the right words when it's time and do what you got to do. At the end of the day, Sam, keep working on yourself. Keep doing your thing, stay in your bag. Keep working on yourself. You'll be all right, 100%.
And he said, bro, my mom and pops are dead. My heart not there no more. And that's why you're gonna work on yourself, get yourself back right. And then when you get back right, you're gonna find somebody who really like rocking with you and really love you and bring that light back into your heart. You just need to feel love. And I believe that little hole that you believe is there now will start to fill back up, and it'll just change your whole perspective. So that's time. That's time.
And children are a gift too, though. Like I know you say you lost your parents. That's devastating even here.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't lost any parentship. I know if I did how I would feel. But you gotta think those kids have your parents' DNA in them too, though, because they got your DNA in them.
That's a good point.
So even being around them, like getting that connected with your kids, could help fill your heart again. Because kids are innocent in the day, man. And the God said children are a gift. So if they your kids through and through, they got your mama in them, they got your daddy in them, they got you in them. And by you being around them, you look and see right now, your perspective is seeing the negative. When you see your kids, you automatically see negative. You see the X, Y, what she did, you see all that stuff. Put your, I would say change your glasses and put your positive, happy glasses on. So when you see them, all you see is positivity. All you see is love. You see your mama. You see your daddy. You see their heart they got. You see their joy. And that stuff makes you want to be around them again. It's all what you focus on. Amber said yesterday, what you focus on, when your focus goes, your energy flows.
Yep.
So if you focus on the negative, your energy will stay going that way. If you focus on the positive, your energy will flow that way effortlessly. Factual?
Beautiful.
Beautifully said. Chef's kiss. That what's up, though. This is about Valentine's Day. We're supposed to talk about love and love languages.
Boy, leave me alone.
You got us coaching up, Sam, on her.
Boy, leave me alone.
I appreciate you saying that for real. We're going to pray for you for real, Sam Smith.
I apologize for my aggressive nature, too, when I was speaking to you, trying to get you to my point, because I did kind of like, rawr you, and I wasn't, that was my intent to like, rawr you. I should have been like, calm little kitty.
I think, no, coaching sometimes is raw. You got to coach sometimes. You really felt passionate about that.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have rawr you.
And Sam said you were right, so you did it the right way.
I wasn't trying to be right, though. I just didn't want to rawr you. I'm sorry.
I didn't feel raw.
Okay.
I know who you are as a real person. That's who you are as a person, for real. What else you got?
No, I wanted to know about the Valentine's Day thing. Like, did people really believe in Valentine's Day and what the holiday stood for, because when I read the statistic of it being one of the most depressed holidays of the year, it threw me for a loop. And then when I read why it was the most depressed holiday, because it does give those who don't have people, or not even those who don't have people, those who have lost people, like Sam, or physically lost them, like where they can't ever see them again, they have to go through this day as a reminder of, I don't have that love, I don't have that connection or that bond that I so desperately want. And it almost made me, when I read that, want to be like, do I want to celebrate Valentine's Day anymore? It really was that deep to me, because I want people to take that energy that they bring into Valentine's Day, getting the teddy bears, getting the chocolates, spending time, creating dates, making memories. That needs to be an everyday thing throughout the year. And I'm not saying getting the gifts, because the gifts is just, I mean, that's really stuff that goes in the trash or goes in a corner the day after Valentine's Day. So, unless it's flowers, and those die in a week and a half. So, not speaking of that, I'm talking about the time and the attention that you put behind it. And the thought of, I want to show my person I love them today. Like, oh, that shouldn't just be a calendar on the holiday for you to say, oh yeah, today I'm going to show up and I'm going to show out. That should be an everyday action. And so then I'm like, well, why do I want to support something that is almost making people think like this day on the year, Valentine's Day is coming up. Are you going to love me? No, you need to be loving me all throughout the year. So this day should be no different than any other day. It should literally just be a regular day. So no, you don't have to take me out to dinner today. You love me every day. No, you don't have to go out and spend bukus of money. You love me every day, you know?
So are you saying death to Valentine's Day?
I'm saying I'm thinking about it. Because I don't want to celebrate something that makes half of the world feel like really lonely and bad. Even like Thanksgiving. I told you when we did Thanksgiving, they're like, oh, baby, if we're going to eat, we need to be out feeding other people before we sit down at our table and eat. Yeah. We need to make sure that other people are taken care of. Like, I want to make sure that if I'm celebrating something, other people are fulfilled within their thing. So maybe like when we get up and God blesses us, yeah, if we have a Valentine's Day party or something where we rent out a venue every year for Valentine's Day, and it's strictly for people who don't, if you have somebody that's cool but don't come up there like on your boot up stuff, this ain't the place to go on a date. Like, this is for the people who need love or don't have anybody. Like, y'all come here and event. Almost, and like just come here and have fun and feel like all that good stuff.
So you saying death of Valentine's Day?
I said I'm thinking about it.
And you want to do a singles event? That's what I heard.
I want to make sure that the people who don't have anybody can be in a room filled with love. I do.
Okay, if you already got love, you can't come to this party.
This ain't a party for you, really. Unless you're not gonna come. Unless you people who love like us. Like, we can be in a party and be kicking it. It ain't gotta be. We ain't gotta be doing all that. Like, we can be in there like homies. Yeah. And make everybody feel welcome and included. So yeah, if you all lovey-dovey booed up brand new stage, no, you don't need to be here, because we're not here to make people see like what they don't have, because this is what they want. But I do want people to realize that you don't need somebody just to feel validated and self-loved.
Well, I think you put a lot of thought into that, and you seem really passionate about it, and it's the reason you feel how you feel. So you saying death to Valentine's Day? Say death to Valentine's Day.
I said I'm thinking about it. I gotta pray about it. You know I don't make decisions like that.
It's been all day to think about this. Sound like
it bothered me.
It's been a one-time thing.
Cause I don't like stuff that's uninclusive that makes people feel bad. Like, why would you want something that's just? And it's a holiday that makes a lot of money, so it would never be replaced. And it's love is a beautiful thing, but I think that social media has like almost damaged it, because now it's like, who can get the most gifts or who can showgate the most. Even throughout the year, if you ain't even really being loved and thought about like that, okay, you can make it seem like on this day, oh yeah, I got it all, everything. And then people just gotta see that all day. And they sitting there with a glass of wine, drunk tonight, thinking that the world over.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't think I ever had a February 14th where I didn't have somebody to be with.
Yeah.
You were 13 years, right? 13 years?
Oh, yeah. And before me, it was somebody.
Yes, I can't imagine how people on this day would feel. Because you can't get online. You get on the internet because you see everybody booed up and kissing and big flowers and big... Y'all can see what you're saying. But it's definitely a money-making holiday, though. We live in America, so everything is commercialism in America.
For sure.
Money-making holidays are like super huge, and it's capitalist country we live in. So that's thing number one.
Sounds so funny. Sounds like, oh my God, y'all need 2 hours.
Yes,
we do, but tomorrow's coming, so don't stress it. And we here. I feel y'all love. I'm glad you feel the love. I'm glad you feel, like the energy. And yeah, I'm not really stressing it. I just, when I start thinking about something that just makes like a masses of people feel bad, it starts to bother me a little bit. Like, how can I fix it? How can I make them happy?
Yeah.
And I can't make the world happy, but
you can make some people happy.
I can make some people happy. I can make our community happy.
My wife is very angelic. You as you guys go on this journey with us, you'll see the angel inside of her, and she cares about people so much.
You're so sweet.
Which is a great thing. So yeah, we can make our community better by saying death to Valentine's. You saying death to Valentine's Day?
I said I'm gonna process. I gotta process. But I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about it. And we didn't celebrate it today.
We did not.
And I still feel like we had a beautiful day.
Good.
Because every day feels like, literally every day you randomly just, I'm going to do your feet today. Or I give you a little back rub. Or
go out to
you
eat.
come out, like all that's like you intentionally show me. And I intentionally hope that I show you. So.
I'm going to follow your lead then. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to do it.
Period. Okay. I'm excited.
I'm following your lead on that.
That made me happy.
Good.
So we came on here today to talk about the love languages, and we dove into each love language and what they mean. I advise all of you to go out and find out yours. And I advise you, when you find it out, don't just like say, oh, this is quality time, or oh, this is physical touch. No, research it and find out what that exactly means. Find out different ways that can be applied to you, and then give that information to your partner and let them know, like, hey, listen, this is what, I'll write a list. This is what I found about my love language. Here you go. Study it, memorize it, put it into, implement it, and we gonna be happy. Like, give them the tools to be able to be successful with you and to love you properly. Take the guesswork out.
Don't be speaking French when they speak Japanese.
No.
That's the one way to kill a marriage, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be on the same page at the same time, going in the same direction. Gotta be, man. What's Sam talking about?
Sam's so funny. Say you so funny. My man don't cook. My man don't be cooking. He think he be cooking a little bit.
What I mean?
Look what he said.
Oh yeah, no. I don't cook.
That would be. He would order me something.
I do cook sometimes.
Yeah.
She don't want me. She don't let me cook.
No, I'm the cooker.
The kids have voted who's the better cook.
Are you?
And we ain't gonna talk about that on this show.
Are you kidding me? You want to play around on this camera because you don't. First of all, you didn't cook no vegetables. Any parent who don't cook vegetables is gonna be the better parent because you don't cook vegetables. Yeah, you cooked a piece of fried chicken with some sauce.
You're not gonna do this online.
You cooked no. You cooked a piece of fried chicken with some sauce with some white rice. I think the rice was boiled in the bad rice.
Bang bang chicken.
It was boiled in the bad rice. You didn't even have to cook the rice.
It was bang,
you didn't even have to cook the rice. And the chicken, you did fry the chicken. AJ said the chicken tastes good.
My hamburgers are better than yours.
You got the hamburger. You got the hamburger.
Bang bang chicken's better than yours.
I never tried the bang bang chicken.
My fried rice.
You ain't made that so long. You made that one time.
And the first time I made it was what?
You made it one time,
it was
Adam.
Perfect.
Okay, what else?
I mean, that's all I need. My spaghetti's typically
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. My spaghetti been busted. You're not gonna do that. My spaghetti been busted.
After 13 years, you figured out the formula.
My spaghetti been busted, baby.
Okay.
You need to go play around.
So yeah, she don't let me cook. We don't even want to have that competition, so she don't let me cook. So we don't cook. So she do all the cooking.
Hey, Jeffrey.
I do the motivating.
He do the motivating, which I love. He's sitting there and keep me company while I cook, which be like so beautiful. But he's fasting, so I've been feeling so bad, y'all. I had to have, before I get off, I'm gonna tell y'all.
Oh yeah.
She the boss. No. She the boss. I let him, I want to make his life simple. So when I think about like everything that I can do, that I can take off his plate that he don't have to do, I want to do that. And so I'm like, if he be trying to do too much, I'm like, Why are you doing that? This is my job.
This is my job. This is my job.
It's almost offensive to me. It's almost disrespectful. Like, you think I can't do this? I'm not capable, so you want to try to come do it?
Happy Valentine's Day, Ray.
Happy Valentine's.
J. Ray.
Do you have a Valentine's today? Did you do anything for Valentine's Day?
You got some candy. Hey, also too, she talking about the fast that I'm on. So if you wanna, we talked about the spiritual pillar, right, yesterday. If you wanna, grow that connection with your Creator, with God, fasting is one of the things that you must do. It's a principle that's talked about in the Bible a lot, and a lot of people just read over it. But fasting is key, and not just fasting from I'm gonna fast from social media today. Like that's a baby fast. Back in Jesus' day, they didn't have social media. So if you tell me I'm fasting social media, you already taking the cheap way out. So I'm going on a 7-day water only fast. Not going on. I'm currently on a 7-day water only fast, no food. Sam, you want to get right, Sam? That's what you do.
So
start there.
So Jeffrey, did you show yourself love? And I love that you're gonna get your daughter some candy. Our kids got some candy as well. And he's on this fast, y'all. And so while he's on this fast, I have been commending him. I just was so proud of him. And so yesterday I came and I fell out on the bed. And I was just like, babe, you're on this 7-day fast and I'm sitting here trying to sneak around food. Like, I'm asking him to go upstairs while I'm eating. He like, nope, I'm gonna just stay here. And I feel so bad. Like, I told him, I was like, I feel bad. Like, I'm not supporting you because I'm not doing this fast. So I was like, do you want me to fast with you? And he was like, no, I want to overcome temptation. Like, I want to be put around the environments where everybody else is enjoying their stuff. And I just sit there. Like, that's giving me the discipline that I need. And I felt so bad, but he has been killing it. He's really just been holding to it. So it's amazing to watch him. And it's actually really sexy to watch him be so determined and stuff. And normally I would try to talk him out of this. By day 3, I'd be like, okay, babe, you did a 3-day fast. You've done so good. And although I do want to do that today because I'd be so worried about his health and stuff, I want him to be full. I said, I'm not going to mess up his Jesus journey.
Everyone says it will have me skinny. Listen, Sam, 100% certain. You will lose weight. Factual.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Go ahead.
You'll lose weight. You will definitely lose weight. But I guarantee after that 7-day fast is over, you'll gain it all back. Because you're going to be eating again. Like, it's only to really, again, just teach you and show you that, hey, listen, the only thing you need to rely on is God.
He still wanted to wait.
If you focus on that, it's going to be, I'm telling you, all I can do is listen. This is my first time doing it. And this is day 2.
Your first time doing what?
A 7-day fast.
Oh, yeah. He's fasted for 3-4 days. Though.
I've done 3 days before.
Yeah.
I've never done 7.
Yeah.
So they say the 3rd day is the hardest day. So I'll keep you updated and let you know how it's going. But for real though, man, I'm clearer, thinking clearer. I feel like stuff finna start happening just because of the process I'm taking in life, man. But again, I'll keep you updated on the journey.
Jeffrey shared this on his Facebook page.
Jeffrey. I appreciate you. Oh. And Sam, listen, you heard my wife say it. Me fasting for 7 days, showing his discipline. Oh, he looks so sexy. He sexy. Just that discipline, so sexy. Women love man got discipline, man.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be. But I told you, I'm trying not to be his little devil on his shoulder, and it's a little hard because I'm still eating, and so I'm like, I really want to be like, you just want a smaller bite, but I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying not to be the angel devil side on his shoulder. So I'm gonna keep pushing him and trying to support you.
As you move through life, temptation will be everywhere.
Yeah.
You got to know that. Hey, listen, nah, I'm straight. I can be around it, but not be attracted to it.
But when you're off your fast, guess where I'm gonna take you?
Golden Corral.
I'm gonna take you to the buffet.
And I'm gonna have a good time at the Golden Corral. I'm gonna have a good time at the buffet. 1,000%, I'm gonna have a great time at the buffet.
You can have whatever you like.
We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
On day 7 will be next Thursday. So next Thursday we're gonna have some fun. I'm excited I'm gonna go breakfast and probably lunch.
Oh yeah, we sit down and you just get your breakfast fix, and then we sit down there and you get your little lunch fix. So we leave and come back. You're gonna eat good.
We're gonna have some fun.
I love that.
But no, during this process, I'm reading the Bible a lot, praying a lot, and watching minimum TV. I'm reading books, like other books a lot, just to kind of, because in this state, when you're fasting from food, your body wants to consume anything it can. So anything you put around you, like your body gonna consume it like naturally. So I ain't listening to no like rap music and none of that stuff. It's just straight reading, really. Reading the Bible, you know, being around my wife, making content. We doing this and coming on and share love with y'all. What we do, man. Appreciate y'all though, man.
I'm laughing at us.
Appreciate y'all.
Jeffrey said God loves that. Jeffrey said your wife looks so happy for her husband. I'm very.
I mean, listen, I only had one wife. If I had to say, this is the best wife in the world. I would say that because her externally, she looked good. She's beautiful externally. We can all agree on that, right? But the internal is like way more beautiful than the external. What is that?
Holly, earlier when I paged it, that was very sweet of you to say, though.
But yo, I'm telling y'all right now. What is this thing? Cut that thing.
I think it's because it probably just like charged up for real.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes. But now, for real though, give flowers to my wife while she's still living.
Thank you.
Like on Valentine's Day. You know, we don't celebrate no more. You said
I'm thinking about.
But no, for real though. Externally, she's gorgeous, of course. But internally, man, she's way more beautiful on the inside. Like, when I say angelic, like led by the spirit, like, oh, that's her, dude. Like, she just loves people so much. She'll give to people so much. She's saved people's lives. Like, she'll pull over at a car accident and help somebody like stop from bleeding out, like randomly. Stuff like that. People just drive by the accident. She pulling over, jump out the car, tiny leg up, and every single day when she's around people, she gives energy to people. She put them first. That's why I hate people coming over here, because she always put them first. I'm like, dang, I ain't getting no love in this month.
Actually, do you need something to try?
She will, but everybody will be laughing and talking. She got all energy be gone. But no, for real though. Internally, externally, best wife in the world.
I appreciate you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
That was very sweet.
Even though you said death to Valentine's Day.
You can give me hugs. You know I'm not a physical touch person, but I'll take it. That was very sweet. No, that was sweet.
All right, y'all.
All right, what they said.
Appreciate y'all.
Jeffrey said hands. Oh, you know I love them hands emojis. They're my favorite. Them and the praying hands are my favorite. Yes, she do. That's how I found this page. She is the beep. Adam got a real one. You the man, Adam. Don't forget
God did.
The P. Don't forget the P and 2 E's. Sam be tapped in. Sam be tapped in.
Please say the P, baby. Please say the P.
Everybody needs 2 E's, not one. You already know. That's my thing.
That's God, though, man. God did. It ain't just me. God doing God. But I love y'all though for jumping on, supporting, sharing, all that stuff. That's why we started doing this.
Yeah.
Just to help people. Chop it up. See who we can help. We passing by. If you hear the message, for those who have ears, let them hear. We talking about love. We talking about God. We talking about relationships. That's the big stuff for us, man. And also building a community. We always gonna tell y'all that. Building a community. We're building it strong.
Are you still building it?
We always gonna build a community.
Okay.
This is a community. We building a community. Actively building a community. That's why
and we got Sam locked in. So Sam has been coming. Carly been coming. And I done seen Jeffrey name a few days.
Carly hopped on today too.
She did. She was on. She said she had to go. She had to go somewhere.
She came back on and said she saw her old friend. I think she had to jump off again though. She saw her old friend. So next time we'll catch up with Carly.
But Jeffrey, I think we done seen Jeffrey once or twice too. So it's really feeling our heart because we want to be faithful over a few. And so we're like, you know what? It's right now. Y'all see, it's only 3 people on here. It's only us on here. But watch what God do. And we ain't never gonna forget who's really like in the beginning.
I remember Sam and Jeffrey and Carly, the top 3, like on MySpace. I don't know if y'all that old MySpace. Yeah, the top 3 friends on MySpace. Y'all be my top 3. When we get 300, y'all be the top 3 on the list. That's what you get. Y'all gonna be top 3.
It's 8 o'clock.
About 3. All right, y'all. Wrap it up. Valentine's Day, man. Share love, share hope, share positivity. Y'all keep
we out,
support.
y'all.
Appreciate y'all. We out.
I'm gonna have a knot.
I'm gonna not.
I am.